Welcome to today's reading for the Oxford Dreamline. The Oxford School District reminds you that great books are a passage into our dreams. Now for today's reading.
I'm Nora and I'm an avid OMS 8th grader, and I'm glad to be part of the Oxford Dreamline. And today I'll be reading Pirate Girl by Cornelia Funke. Captain Firebeard was the terror of the high seas. His ship, the horrible haddock, sailed faster than the wind over the waves. Whenever the horrible haddock appeared on the horizon, the knees of honest seafaring folk would shake like jelly. Captain Firebeard had a fearsome crew. His helmsman was Morgan O'Meany. His cook was Cutlass Tom. Bill the Bald, Willie Woodenhand, and Crooked Carl, and 20 more terrible pirates just like them made up the rest of the motley bunch. When Firebeard's crew boarded a ship, nothing was safe. They stole the silver spoons and the captain's uniform. They stole the ship's figurehead, the pots and pans, the hammocks and the sails, and of course they stole all the casks of rum. But one day, Firebeard robbed a ship that he really should have left alone. On board was a little girl named Molly. Molly was off on a trip to see her grandma. The pirates leapt on board with an ear-splitting roar. Molly tried to hide among the ropes, but Morgan O'Meany soon fished her out. "What shall we do with her?" he said with a smirk. "Take her with us, you fool!" bellowed Captain Firebeard. "Her parents will pay a handsome ransom for such a little treasure, and if not, then we'll feed her to the sharks." "You'll be sorry for this," cried Molly, but Morgan O'Meany rolled her up like a herring and tossed her on board the horrible haddock. When the sun had gone down, Bill the Bald dragged Molly out to see the captain. "All right, tell me your parents' name and address, or else," growled Captain Firebeard. "Will not," Molly growled back, "and if I told you my mother's name, you'd be so scared you'd cry like a baby." At this, all the pirates howled with laughter. But soon, Molly was put to work. She peeled potatoes and cleaned boots. She polished cutlasses and patched sails. She scrubbed the deck. Soon every bone in her body ached. 3 times a day, Firebeard asked her, "Name and address?" But Molly just smiled. "Feed her to the sharks," roared Willie Woodenhand. But Firebeard ground his teeth and said, "She'll talk before long." Every night the pirates had a party. They drank rum and staggered across the deck. They danced on the ship's rigging and bawled out the rudest songs. But Molly had a plan. When the pirates were carousing, she wrote a secret message and popped them into empty bottles. When the pirates were safely snoring in their bunks, she tossed the bottles into the sea. Molly did this every single night. One night, the pirates partied until dawn, but this time they fell asleep on the deck. Molly tiptoed over the tangle of arms and legs and threw her body over the ship's rails. Splish splash! It landed in a deep, wide ocean. "Hey, what was that?" yelled Morgan O'Meany. The pirates staggered over to the rail. "It's a message in a bottle!" they all cried. "Bring it to me now!" shouted Captain Firebeard. The pirates dived into the bottom of the sea. They searched and searched, but Molly's message had bobbed away. Soaking wet, they crawled back on deck, cursing. "Tell me what you wrote," demanded Captain Firebeard. But Molly just kicked at his wooden leg. Firebeard turned as red as a lobster. "Now it's time to feed her to the sharks," he roared. But a cry from above stopped him. "Pirates!" shouted 10-Point Ted from the crow's nest. "Nonsense! We're the only pirates around here," scoffed Firebeard. But he was wrong. A ship with red sails was speeding toward them. A giant black flag with a skull and crossbones fluttered from its mast. "Who in the name of Neptune's beard is that?" stuttered Firebeard. "That's my mom," Molly grinned. "It's Barbarous Bertha herself," wailed the crew of the horrible haddock. Firebeard turned as white as a sheet. His pirates rolled their eyes in fear. This time it was their knees that were shaking. Billy the Bald's teeth False teeth almost flew out of his mouth. A ship with red sails grew closer and grew closer. Barbarous Bertha stood at the prow, swinging her cutlass. "Wait until she sees my hands," said Molly. "They're red and raw from peeling potatoes. That will make my mom the maddest of all." Firebeard and his pirates groaned with terror. Soon Barbarous Bertha was alongside the horrible haddock. Her ferocious crew swung themselves over the rail with a terrible roar. "We're here at last, my pirate girl," cried Barbarous Bertha, throwing Molly high into the air. "We got your message. Your grandma's beginning to wonder where you are. Now how can we be to these nasty piratical nincompoops?" "Well," said Molly, "that's easy." From that day on, Captain Firebeard and his pirate crew had no time to think about raiding ships. Willie Woodenhand scrubbed the deck. Morgan O'Meany and Cutlass Tom peeled vegetables from morning until night. Captain Firebeard polished Barbarous Bertha's boots 14 times a week. And Molly was finally able to visit her grandma. The end.